Hello everyone, this is Kapil Sinha. So we are here with the third part of our tutorial. So in this part of the tutorial, we will be covering the remaining part after the construction on the wall and the apertures. So in this part, we will be putting some furniture and object in our project, and in the second part we will start assigning the materials to the different walls and the surfaces, and also we will cover some calculation, putting calculation objects to the project file. So I'll go back to my plan and we'll start putting, just to show you, I'll just start putting some objects. So in this object panel you have to go to the catalog. So you can directly put some furnitures from over here. So what I am doing is I am just putting one office table from here. I can just put it over here. Okay. So it's there now. It is assigned over here. So I'll just rotate it with this thing. So for rotating this, I'll just click on this. So if you want to see in 3D, so this furniture is assigned over here. Okay. Similarly, if you want like this, similarly if you want more, you can go to the catalog. So once you open the catalog, you will find a range of like office furniture, what kind of office furniture you want to assign. So if you want to assign this, I'll just click apply. So it will be assigned over here. Now once it is done, you have to just click. So I'll just move this. Okay. Now if I'm seeing the 3D, this will be easily visible that we have created a shelf over here. Okay. So going back to the plan. Okay. So this is how you can just put your object as per your need. So I'm not going and putting the furniture everywhere. The similar in similar process you can set up your furnitures. So now the second part is to start with the material and the color and textures. So for this, I'll go back to my 3D view. So it is in that mode, it is better to put your uh, colors and texture. So for now, what I'm doing is, since we are not analyzing the outdoors, and we are concerned with our indoor textures and materials, since we will be doing the analysis of the indoors. So I'm not doing any assigning any color or texture specifically for the outdoors. So we'll be seeing only the indoors. So for this, what you'll do, you have to go to this tool called materials. Here you have a catalog for, this is a material catalog, this is a color catalog. So first, what we will assign a material to the material for the our room textures. So just click on this thing. Now you can see there are different kind of textures. So I'll just go to the indoor. There are many textures over here. So first we will try assigning our uh, surface texture for the floor. So for this, what I'll do is I am using uh, tiles, which is beige in color. So apply. So there are two options to do this. If you want to assign full of the floor texture in one with this beige tile, you can just drag drop so that all the floors will be assigned with the same texture. But if you want to specifically assign different texture to a different room, then hold shift and then drag. so that it will assign only the specific room you want to do. So for now I have done this thing that for this room I have assigned the beige tile, and for the second part I'll just use some different uh, uh, texture. So again, going back to the text, material catalog. So you here you have. So this is again. So what I am doing is I am assigning tiles black and white or tile square white. So I'll just see and apply this thing. So again, if you want to just assign, I'll just hold shift. I'll assign one by one with this room. Okay. So now our flooring tile is we have we have assigned a texture of the flooring. Similarly, if you want to change the properties of these flooring based on the reflection factor and the reflectivity coating, you can use change the property from here. Or if you want to see what kind of material it is, right now it is painted metallic transparent. So right now the material type I'm using as a paint, because over here since now now I will be assigning colors to our walls. So for this I'll go to my color catalog. So this is our color catalog. I need first I'll assign a single color to all the rooms, then we will use some different contrasting colors to just see the effect how it is coming. So for this I am assigning a light pastel blue color to my all the rooms. So for this I'll just drag drop. So you can see the whole of the walls have been as assigned with the same colors because I haven't hold the shift. Now I want to create a different color schemes. So what I'll do is either you can select your colors from here. So I'm just using some colors from here. So I just want to assign this with this color. What I'll do is I'll just hold shift and drag drop this thing. So that you can see this color is assigned to this room. Now I want to assign some different colors, like so. I'll just use this. So my colors are assigned. Similarly, if I want to assign with some different colors, so we have to just drag drop it. Okay. So this is how you can use the color or material things in your project. So, and if you want to see the room individually, you can just see how it is showing over here. So, yes. So, so this is your blue. Now what you have to do is you have to assign the ceiling material. Again, I'll go back to the material catalog or color catalog, and I'll assign a color. So it's basically I want the ceiling to be white. So I'll just put this thing again. Okay. It is assigned. If I'm going to the uh, like ground floor, I can see my ceiling so that it looks white in color. Okay. Similarly, you can do all those texture assignment and material color assignment to your doors and window, but for now I'm not doing those in detail because this will not impact much on the lighting analysis, since wall colors will have more impact on the lighting analysis, but the small window textures will not have much impact. But these materials we can change in for the window. So for this, if I want to just see the properties of the windows pane, so you can see that what are all the different window panels we it is assigned. So right now it's a transparent. All panels are like transparent assigned. So reflection factor is less and degree of transmission is high. So based on that, you can since uh, those changes you can assign from here what is the refractive index for this glass. So right now 1.5 degree of transmission. So what I for an just to show you for this example, what I am doing is there are two glass panes. So for this one, I'll be reducing the degree of transmission factor to 50%. So then your the result will be little visible that how with the change of these different uh, factors how it will be changed. So what I'm doing is I'll just change the reference to 50 and assign this material to this thing. Okay. So as you can see also in this one has a reflective transmission factor degree of transmission of 90% and other panel has a degree of transmission of 50%. Okay, this will impact the indoors, otherwise the reflection factor won't uh, affect the indoor lighting levels or anything. So for now this part we have completed with this part. So our construction panel is we have done with our construction panel. In the next part, we will see the lightings. We have to create the light scenes. And in the next part of our module, I'll start with the calculation object. So for now, what I'm doing is I'll assign the lighting scenes and show you a small rendering simulation for this analysis. And then from the next part of the tutorial, we'll start with the calculation object and export. So for now, I'll go to the light. Since for this project we are not using the artificial light, we are only using the we are only analyzing the daylighting things. So for this thing will be skipping the luminaires, lamps, joint and filter section. We will directly come to the light scene. So for this what you have to do is right now if we there are no we have to create different scenes for an analysis, like at what time, at what scenarios we have to simulate. So there the default scene is already there. So one what we have to do is we have to mainly analyze the daylighting of this project in daylighting in this project. So for this what I'm doing is I'm using reference sky type as a clear sky. So once you decide that this you want for the clear sky, so in the lighting scene one, this clear sky is assigned, and for this daylighting factor, it takes the default standard for the daylight factors if you want to calculate the daylight factor. So this daylight factor I'll explain in the next part. For now, we'll be concentrating on the light scene one. So if you can see light scene one, I have given the reference sky type, that is the clear sky. So you have more option like average skies, overcast sky, based on the lighting standards. Location already we have set, date and time you can change. So I'm just changing the time to 2 o'clock in the noon. Okay, so this is set. Now the scene is set. So scene one we will be seeing the rendered analysis of this project in with the daylight, and the reference sky type is clear sky. So once this scene setting is done, now I can render my scenes. So for to calculate the to start the calculation, you have to go to the start calculation button. Just go and start on this thing. Okay, once you do it, the calculation will start, and you can see this calculation is going on. Once the calculation is done, you will be able to see the results uh, of these of whatever the analysis we have. So for this I am just going back to the plan, so that if we are analyzing it on a plan, it will be very easy to understand. Then we will see how it looks in the 3D. So the calculation is going on. with this thing. uh, when your calculation will be over, then you have to see the results which will be visible from the result overview. So it will, once this thing is once this calculation process is over, it will directly start showing me the result. But if I want to see the result in a more detailed format, then I'll go to this result overview section. Okay, so as you can see over here, this ISO lines are basically showing you the lighting levels of this room. What is the lighting levels on in this rooms? In, so, and if you want to see the more detail, like what is the level of average illuminance, so it is 18 for the room 1, it is 1800 lux is the average illumination. For the room 2, 1850. For room 3, this is it. For room 4, it is 1151. But for the work area, it is 1802. So similarly, this is a basic analysis. Now, if you want to just see visualize these things in like uh, contour map, so you can directly go to the calculation objects, and here you can just choose your things, and you can convert your contours for a better visualization. These things we will be seeing in the next part of the tutorial in detail, that how to use those calculation objects. But just for now, I'm giving you this overview to just get a idea how the analysis will be shown. So this is the basic 2D visualization and the basic result. In the next part, we will be doing the further and more detailed analysis of like daylight factor, unified glare ratio, rating. So in that part, we will be covering all those things. So now if I want to see the 3D, I can just see the 3D. I'll just switch off the data part. Okay. So if you can see, if this is the photorealistic rendering for your project at 2 o'clock, like uh, what will be your photorealistic render for this project. So you can easily see. And if I want to just see one room, just put, okay, just switch. So this is showing you the render. So here completes the third part of this tutorial, where I have completed the uh, construction of wall, windows, door, then assigning objects, colors to the project, and a basic analysis of light. So here in you can see in room 1 there is 1800 lux, which is the average illuminance level. So in the next part of the tutorial, we will be covering the calculation object so that we can see the more detailed analysis. So for now, this part is over, and we will see the next calculation and exporting part in the next part of our tutorial. Okay, thank you.